وعلى آله وسلم تسليما. ولماذا قلنا من أن كون الإنسان سنيا معتبر بالقسم الأول دون الثاني.
ولما ذكرنا من أن كون الإنسان سنيا
ولما ذكرنا من أن كون الإنسان سنيا معتبر بالقسم الأول دون الثاني. ترى علماء السنة يختلفون فيما بينهم في كثير من الثاني كالأشاعرة والماتريدية، وترى الحذاق من العلماء في كل قرن لا يحتجزون من كل دقيقة لا تخالفها السنة وإن لم يقل به المتقدمون. وستجدني إذا تشعبت بهم السبل في الفروع والمذاهب وتفرقت بهم الموارد فيها والمشارب لججت بالجادة الجلية وحققت القارعة القوية وسرت لا ألوي على الأطراف والحافات وكنت في صمم من التفاريع والتخريجات. فاعلم أن لكل فن خاصة ولكل موطن مقتضى، فكما أنه ليس لصاحب غريب الحديث أن يبحث عن صحة الحديث وضعفه، ولا لحافظ الحديث أن يتكلم في الفروع الفقهية وإثار بعضها على بعض، فكذلك ليس للباحث عن أسرار الحديث أن يتكلم بشيء من ذلك، إنما غاية همته نطمح بصره هو كشف السر الذي قصده النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فيما قال: سواء بقي هذا الحكم محكما أو صار منسوخا أو عارضه دليل آخر فوجب في نظر الفقيه كونه مرجوحا. نعم، لا محيص لكل خائض في فن أن يعتصم بأحق ما هنالك بالنسبة إلى ذلك الفن، وإنما الأقرب من الحق باعتبار فن الحديث ما خلص بعد تدوين أحاديث البلاد وآثار فقهائها ومعرفة المتابع عليه من المتفرد به والأكثر رواية والأقوى رواية مما هو دون ذلك، على أنه إن كان شيء من هذا النوع استطرادا فليس البحث عن المسائل الاجتهادية وتحقيق الأقرب منها للحق بدعا من أهل العلم ولا طعنا في أحد منهم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Imam Rahimahullah, in the previous portion of this page, he has mentioned that there were a few types of ulama regarding this fun or this science. Some of them, they are mutawaqqifin. Mutawaqqifin mean those who are saying that we should not talk positively or negatively about this issue. Got it? So that what he said, that وَلَا كُلُّ مَا حَسِبَهُ هَؤُلَاءِ مُتَوَقِّفًا عَلَى شَيْءٍ مُسْلِمُ التَّوَقُّفِ. Yes, and also some of them, they reject the thing, so their rad is not a musallam and recognize or known and adopted rad and rejection. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, where from you started today? And what we have mentioned before, min anna kawn al-insan is sunniyan, that for a human to be a sunni, mu'tabar bil-qism al-awwali, that min anna kawn al-insan is sunniyan mu'tabar bil-qism al-awwali, that for a person to be sunni, that is considered on the base of the first type which we have mentioned 2-3 days before. Got it? Dun sani, not the second thing where there are different tabilat in the thing. Tara ulama as-sunnah, so you will see the ulama of sunnah yakhtalifuna fima bainahum fi kathir min as-sani, that in this second category of issues they dispute one another. Yes or not? In second category, have you ever heard of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh that he said that farz prayer in Zuhr is 3 rakat and Shafi said that's 4 rakat? No. Have you ever heard that Imam Malik said that no, as we are praying the Asr prayer 4 rakat farz and the Isha prayer 4 rakat farz, so the Maghrib should be 4 rakat as well in between? No. There, because that is the issues of category first which Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi has mentioned, that there is no any differences between them. The differences between them is in the second type of issue. And second type of issue where a word has more than one meaning. So one Imam is going for one meaning, another one is going for another meaning. Same is the case of ilm al-kalam. Same is the case of ilm al-kalam or ilm al-aqaid, that some of them they explain it in one way and some of them they explain it in another way. Even inside the Ahlul Sunnah, basically we have two categories. Or we have two sects, or two groups. We should not call it sect, but two groups. So one group we call them Salafiyya, and the second group we call them Sunniyya. So as far as the case of Salafiyya is concerned, as I mentioned time and again, that they are imams in ilmul kalam. Get Imam? In Ilm al-Kalam and Ilm al-Aqaid are 4. Number 1, Imam Malik, number 2, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, number 3, Imam Sufyan Sawri, and number 4, Imam Sufyan ibn Uyayna, rahimahumullah. So these are considered the Ayyamma of Ilm al-Kalam for Salafiyya. So what they do, they are going by the word of the text. They are going by the word of the text, or you can say by the literal meaning of the text. By what? The literal meaning of, but on the other hand, from the same Sunniya, there is other group. They are called Ash'ara and Maturidiyya. Ash'ara and Maturidiyya. The followers of Imam Abu Mansur al-Maturidi from Hanafi and followers of Imam Abu Hasan al-Ash'ari from Shafi'iyya. So they have differences with them in this regard because they are going by the liberal meaning of the text. The first one, you should write this term because I was looking for a term that how to use it. Yeah, because the problem is that English is not the basic language of our deen. So that's why you have to make terms in English language. Got it? So the Salafiyya, they are going by the literal meaning of the text. And the Shah and Maturidiyya, by the liberal meaning of the text. And the same case is there in Fiqh. Imam Shafi, Imam Malik and Ahmad ibn Hanbal, rahimahumullah, they are going mostly by the literal meaning of the text. And Imam Abu Hanifa is going by the liberal meaning of the text. Now literal, look at me. Literal meaning, straighten the concept. Literal meaning? It's straighten. S-T-R-A-I-T, not S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T. No, straighten, it narrow it. Narrow it. But liberal meaning is make it wide. Yes, and that's why in so many Muslim countries, even though on criminal side, no any Muslim countries implementing Islam, but on civil side they are implementing Islam. Their rules are based on what? On Islamic Sharia. Yes, all the Arab countries, their rules are based on what? On Islamic Sharia, but on what side? Civil side. Yeah, which side? On civil side, not on criminal side. So on criminal, on civil side, mostly they do follow what Abu Hanifa said, rahmatullahi alayhi, even though mazhab-wise they are not Hanafiya. Yes, but why it is so? Because the approach of Abu Hanifa is too much wide. And that's why the wide part of Muslim population is following whom? Imam Abu Hanifa. 63% of Muslims all over the world, they do follow whom? Yes, if you will count only the Muslims in India, Muslims in Bangladesh, and Muslims in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Central Asia. So that is more than the whole world. Yes, got it? Because we are practicing Sunnah too much. You know Sunnah? Nice Sunnah is practicing too much. So population is too big. Yes. Got it? Yes or not? And they are eating meat. That's what the Gandhi, the founder of India, once in his speech, he said, he was addressing the Hindus. So he was saying that you, the Hindus, are turning to a minority. The Muslims, they have kids. They are delivering children. And you are delivering only one child, so you are turning to minority. So please, yes. And someone as Fazlul Khan Sahab was sitting there. He was a freedom leader at that time, so he was sitting there. So he jumped in front of him, and people used to call him Mahatma. To Gandhi, Mahatma. So that's a respectable word in Hindu Dharma. That's a religious word actually. So he said, Mahatma, being a Muslim, how can we support you? So he finished the speech, he said, how can I help you? But these people were very broad-minded people. Yes, he didn't notice it bad. Yes, what is that? Daljan, what do you think? So anyhow, ترى علماء السنة, so because of this you see the ulama of Ahl al-Sunnah يختلفون فيما بينهم, that they are disputing with one another في كثير من الثاني, in the second type of issues, كالأشاعرة والماتريدية, like Ash'ara and Maturidiyya. And Ash'ara and Maturidiyya, they are disputing one another as well. Yes, that is coming inshallah next in future. I will tell you, Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi has not discussed it, but I have mentioned it in my Qari Muhammad. Yes. So anyhow, that Maturidiyya and Ash'ara, their much more dispute is only in 12 issues. In how many? 12. In 12 issues, which Imam Muslim al-Qushayri in his Risala, he has mentioned it. So, you studied it? Yes, that's good. So, kal Ash'ariyah wal Maturidiyya. What are al-Haziq? The ulama, Haziq is the plural of Haziq. Haziq is the utmost clever Hakim. The utmost clever Hakim is called the Hakim Haziq. Got it? And Hakim Haziq is that one. Look, in herbal medicine, When he check your pulse, so he find out your nature. Yes? And then he find out that what is disturbed there in your akhlaq or chemistry. Yes? Or why it happened to you. So he is called Tabib Haziq or Hakim Haziq. So in the same way, in ulama there are Haziqeen. Yes, they hold the pulse and they find out that what the problem is. Edward? The problem is. Yes. وستجدني وترى الحزاق من العلماء في كل قرن. And you see الحزاق, the clever ulama في كل قرن, in every century. لا يحتجزون من كل دقيقة لا تخالفها السنة. لا يحتجزون. الاحتجاج هو الامتناع من كل دقيقة from every minute لا تخالفها السنة. That they are not starting from any minute لا تخالفها السنة, which the sunnah does not oppose, mean that they are very eager to go by the sunnah. They are very eager to go by the sunnah. وإن لم يقل بها المتقدمون. This word is متقدمون. In my message is written wrong. You are right?
Yes.
متقدمون. وإن لم يقل بها المتقدمون, even though their predecessors they have not said it. وستجدني, and you will see me. Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi said that you will see me. إذا تشعبت بهم السبل في الفروع والمذاهب. When the ways and the paths were confused on them. تشعبت means confused, and I said that one went this way, another one took this exit. إذا تشعبت بهم السبل في الفروع والمذاهب. فروع is deduction of rules. والمذاهب. وتفرقت بهم الموارد فيها. A موارد is the plural of موارد, and موارد is actually a place where people are coming to drink water. Yes? So that's why he explained it with al-masharib. With al-masharib, because sometime back the people used to go to the gudar, we call it gudar. Yes, you know gudar? You don't know because you never lived in Afghanistan. Yes, just ask Haji Naseem. So gudar is a place where there is a river, so you cannot approach the water in every place on Shatul Bahar. Only there is a broken area where the river is spreaded. The river is spreaded, that is not that narrow to be very deep. So then the people are approaching water there from, that if people fall or slip therein, so they are not getting drowned. So that's called gudar.
That is guzar.
Huh?
That is guzar.
Yeah, the gudar in Pakhto we call it gudar, in Persian that's called guzar. Yes, Rahaguzar, but that's Abguzar. That's what? Abguzar, yes. Got it? وَتَفَرَّقَتْ بِهِمُ الْمَوَارِدُ فِيهَا وَالْمَشَارِبُ. And they went to different gudars. Yes, you can say it like this. Because I explained gudar, so instead of mawarid I will say, yes, the water drinking place. Yes, or the river crossing place. The river, because people used to cross over the river there from. Yes, from the gudar, because there the water is spread. So water is spread, that's not that deep. والمشارب لججت بالجادة الجلية. But Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says لججت بالجادة الجلية. But I devoted myself. Jada is the tariq. Al-Jaliya al-Wadiha. Al-Tariq al-Wadiha. لججت. So I was devoted, or I got devoted to بالجادة الجلية, to the vast path. وحققت القارعة القوية. وحققت القارعة القوية. And I proved al-Qari'ah. Qari'ah min Qar' al-Bab. In Qar' al-Bab. And I proved, or I approached al-Qari'at al-Qawiyya, the very strong knocking. So these are proverbs used by Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi. وَسِرْتُ لَا أَلْوِي عَنِ الْأَطْرَافِ. وَسِرْتُ, and I was لَا أَلْوِي. لَا أَلْوِي بِمَعنَى لَا أَمِيلُ. لَا أَمِيلُ عَلَى الْأَطْرَافِ وَالْحَافَاتِ. That I was not looking or inclined to the sides and to the shores. Got it? Or to the putfat and sidewalks. I was going right in the middle of the way. Yes, I was not looking to al-atraf wal-hafat. وَكُنْتُ فِي صُعُمٍ مِنَ التَّفَارِعِ وَالتَّخْرِجَاتِ. And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi said that even though our predecessors look at me, tafariq is the plural of tafri'a. Plural tafri'a. And takhrijat is the plural of takhrij. That's reduction. Both of them is reduction. What? Reduction. So he said, وَكُنْتُ فِي سَمَمٍ. Samam means deafness. وكنت في سماء, and I made myself. كنت and سيرت نفسي. وكنت I was mean I made myself في سماء, in deafness من التفريعات والتخريجات from their reduction. Means I did not take into consideration what they have reduced therefrom, because I was going right in the middle of the way and they were going either on this side path or on this side path. Got it? فَعَلْ أَنَّ لِكُلِّ فَنٍ خَاصَّةً. So then understand or know أَنَّ لِكُلِّ فَنٍ خَاصَّةً. That for every science or for every art there is a khassa, a special position. وَلِكُلِّ مَوْطِنٍ مُقْتَضَى. And for every place For every place there is its needs. مختصر ما يحتاج إليه. Its needs. فكما أنه ليس لصاحب غريب الحديث أن يبحث عن صحة الحديث وضعفه. Now look, some ulama, they are gathering غريب الحديث. They are collecting غريب الحديث, a type of hadith. So they are going by غريب الحديث. They are not talking about the hadith whether that is sahih or that is zahir. Because hadith is hadith. Hadith, like human is human. Human is human. But one will be strong, another one will be weak. But you cannot say that the weak one is not human. Can you say? Anywhere, anybody can say. So the big hadith is hadith. That is only for academic purpose. We categorize it. That based on narration chain, this hadith is sahih and this hadith is za'if. As far as its text is concerned, or the mafhum or the sense is concerned, it has nothing to do with this. You have to find it out from other supports. Got it? Good. But anyhow, what is gharib al-hadith? Basically, hadith is classified to two categories. One is gharib and the other one is mutawatir. One is gharib and the other one is mutawatir. And then gharib is further classified to three categories. One is called al-fard, the other one is called al-aziz, and the third one is called al-mashhur. If hadith is narrated by one narrator, it is called al-fard. By two narrators, al-aziz, and by more than two, three or more, but not to the extent of mutawatir. Yes, innumerable number. Mutawatir, innumerable number. So then that's called mashhur. But if the number is innumerable doesn't mean that you cannot count it. It's counted, but too many. Yeah. That's why there are different aqwal of muhaddithin, that how many. So some of them say, like 40 people narrated it, like 50 people narrated it. We said it doesn't mean like that. Yes, a big number, what you consider the big number. So a big number of narrators narrated a hadith, that's called al-mutawatir. So anyhow, so some ulama, they are collecting mutawatir hadith and compile a book. Some of them, they are collecting gharib al-hadith, narrated by one rawi and by one narrator. So when he is collecting only that, he is not looking at its status as sahih and za'if, and he does not discuss it. He does not discuss it. فكأنه ليس لصاحب غريب الحديث من أن يبحث عن صحة الحديث, to discuss the صحة of a hadith وضعفه and the weakness of, ولا لحافظ الحديث أن يتكلم في الفروع الفقهية. And there is a person who is called حافظ الحديث. Who is called حافظ الحديث. And regarding حافظ الحديث, there are different aqwal of ulama that who is considered as حافظ الحديث. So the less number they have mentioned, من حفظ ثلاثة آلاف حديث. There too has memorized 3,000 hadiths of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so he's got Hafizul Hadith. Got it? So now Hafizul Hadith is memorizing a hadith only. He is not deducing rules therefrom, because he is trying to be a Hafiz. He doesn't try to be a Faqih. He doesn't try to be a Faqih. Got it? So these are specialties. These are what? Specialties. وكما أن ولا لحافظ الحديث أن يتكلم في الفروع الفقهية and deduce issues. He does not target وإيثار بعض على بعض, or to give ترجيح and priority to some of that or the other. He does not do that. فكذلك ليس للباحث عن أسرار الحديث أن يتكلم بشيء من ذلك. Now look, to put himself on the safe side. Imam Rahmatullah alayhi is trying to put himself on the safe side, because he will be talking about a wisdom and a rule. Wisdom? In a rule of Sharia. So he will be referring to a hadith. And that hadith, according to some muhaddithin, would be considered as za'if. Yes, za'if. A alim of hadith will be sitting there and he will say that this hadith is za'if. Oh brother, Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayhi here in this book, he is not talking about the sihat and the za'f. The authenticity and the weakness of hadith. He is talking about the asrar and about the wisdoms and the philosophies of certain rules. So where from he can get that sir and that philosophy, so he is referring to that hadith. He is referring to that hadith. So Imam put himself on the safe side. So Mawli Yusuf, he should not say that Muhtisab in thus he said that this hadith is zaif. He said, we say also that according to rule this hadith is zaif, but hadith still a hadith. Hadith is still a hadith. Because if something is not a hadith, we got it mawzu. We got it what? They're fake. That's what? That mawzu or hadith are fake, they're not hadith. Yes? When we say weak hadith, so we admitted that it's hadith. But what is the weakness? Oh, one narrator, his memory was a little bit sharp. So then what? Yes, we should shoot him or what? If somebody memory is a little bit weak, what do we do? Yes, we'll give him almond. Yes. So we are trying to find some almond to support that hadith. Yes? We are giving you what? Almond works. Yes. Got it?
Good. Yes.
فَكَذَلِكَ لَيْسَ لِلْبَاحِثِ عَنْ أَسْرَارِ الْحَدِيثِ. In the same way, that is not for someone who is discussing عن أسرار الحديث, the wisdom of hadith, أن يتكلم بشيء من ذلك, to talk about these very issues, that what is the fiqh issue deduced here from, and what is the status of this hadith, or this is a gharib hadith, or a mashhur hadith, or a mutawatir hadith, or khabar fard, or khabar aziz, or so and so on. Got it?
Yes.
إنما غاية همته ومطمح بصره. His ultimate goal, ومطمح بصره, and his target of his eye or his sight is هو كشف السر, to open a sir, that wisdom or that secret, that wisdom or that secret التي قصده النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فيما قال, which Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم has meant فيما قال, in what he has said. سواء بقي هذا الحكم محكما, maybe that hukum is still muhkam and intact, أو صار منسوخا, or that hukum has been abrogated sometime back, it was that Quran got abrogated, but Imam Rahmatullah still he is discussing and he is mentioning the wisdom therein. He is mentioning the wisdom therein. أو عارض دليل آخر, or another dalil contradicted it. فوجب في نظر الفقيه كونه مرجوحا. So in the eyes of a faqih and jurist, faqih jurist, and jurist is the one who knows law and how to make laws. He knows law and how to make laws. So فوجب في نظر الفقيه كونه مرجوحا, that is mean, that is the مرجوح mean priority is given to the other one. Priority is given to the other one. نعم. لا محيص لكل خارج في فن أن يعتصم بأحق ما هنالك بالنسبة إلى ذلك الفن. Yes, لا محيص لا مفرة, لا مفرة أو لا منجأ, أو لا منجأ. إنه لا محيص, that there is no any shelter لكل خارج, for anyone who is going to die في فن, in an art or in a science, أن يعتصم بحق ما هنالك, so he cannot run away, أن يعتصم, to hold firmly بحق ما هنالك, the utmost truth there, the utmost truth there, بالنسبة إلى ذلك الفن, but utmost truth there as far as this science is concerned. That what is the utmost truth here as far as this science is concerned. وإنما الأقرب من الحق باعتبار فن الحديث ما خلص بعد تدوين أحاديث البلاد. مولى يوسف ما خلص. Yes. وإنما الأقرب من الحق, and the utmost right باعتبار فن الحديث as far as the science of hadith is concerned. So the utmost right is ما خلص, what has been purified, what has been purified بعد تدوين أحاديث البلاد, when the ahadith of different cities got compiled. وآثار فقهائها, are the masail of its fuqaha, are the ulum, asar mean ulum, and because for faqih the asar is the ilm, and the knowledge of its jurist. ومعرفة المتابع عليه من المتفرد به, and to know that al-mutaba'a bihi, that it has been supported, it has a support from somewhere, min al-mutafarrid bihi, and to distinct it from that one which does not have any support. Wal aksar ruwatan, and number 2 or number 3, that this one has more than one narrator or have many narrators. Wal aqwa riwayatan, or this one is too much authentic as far as narration is concerned. مما هو دون ذلك, so he has to distinct it from that which is lower in form or in category from that one. على أنه إن كان شيء من هذا النوع استطرادا فليس البحث عن المسائل الاجتهادية وتحقيق الأقرب منها للحق بدعا من أهل العلم ولا طعنا في أحد منهم. And على أنه mean another thing. This is called علوي. على أنه, and another thing is إن كان شيء من هذا النوع, if there is anything from this category, istidradan. What is istidrad? ما يذكر ضمنا. ما يذكر ضمنا. Yes. Which is going to be mentioned as supplementary. Is it? Supplementary. ما يذكر ضمنا. فليس البحث في عن المسائل الاجتهادية وتحقيق الأقرب منها. So now discussion of ijtihadi issues, deduction issues, وتحقيق الأقرب منها, and to verify al-aqrab min hal al-haqq, to verify the much more nearer one to the truth. So that is not a bid'at min ahl al-ilm, from ahl al-ilm. And if I will discuss something like that in this fund, so you should not blame me that this is a bid'at in this fund. This is a bid'at or innovation in this fund, or in this science. وَلَا تَعْنٍ فِي أَحَدٍ مِّنْهُمْ, and not that is a blame. Ta'ni, that's not a blame in any one of them. In uridu illa al-islah mastata'tu. Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, he referred to an ayah, but referred to an ayah, not he recited an ayah. In uridu illa al-islah, I don't intend but only islah, but correction, but only islah, correction. Mastata'tu, as much as I can. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ, and whatever power is given to me, that's only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. عَلَيْهِ تَوَكَّلْتُ, in Him I have put my trust, وَإِلَيْهِ أُنِيبُ, and to Him I do return in every single issue. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته. يا الله.